the internal is connected more with the higher mind, and the higher mind is connected with the spirit. So the subconscious, deeply as you go in, you are getting closer and closer to spirit. So a person who can tap from the spirit direct and release it, that is a kind of coach we don't normally get. Space and time are concepts of the mind. Okay. So when mind comes into action, then we see space, we see time, and so on. But spirit is beyond mind, and for that matter, spirit transcends anything within space. I was in the Universal Divine Lodge.
At secondary school?
Yes.
Wow.
I was in Divine Ontological Society in Canada. I was in a Rosicrucian Amok. All these things at a point, I came to understand them, that they don't matter. So the books are cramped in mind, and mind is not me. You are getting it?
I understand.
Yes.
You are spirit.
So all the knowledge, I was piling up so much knowledge, but I came to a point of realization that that doesn't matter.
Right, hi, welcome to Jan Cosmic Foundation, and on this channel we are into awakening, and as you likely know, we are live here this and every week, and so please subscribe to our channel if you want to watch stuff related to spirituality. Today we are discussing coaching, we are discussing mentoring, teaching. They are almost related, and so I'll be using those terms interchangeably. And we are live here with Dr. Baffour Jan, our usual guest, and he's a life coach, he's a mentor, he's a spiritual master, and stay tuned to find out more from him. Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening.
I guess you're good.
Great.
Thank you for always having time for us. Today we are discussing coaching.
Okay.
First of all, who is a coach?
A coach is someone who is poised to teach what he has already passed through himself. So he knows things by experience. The knowing process can be branched.
Okay.
We have two ways of knowing. We can know things through our senses, the sense of sight, the sense of hearing, tasting, smelling, feeling. But beyond these five senses, things can be known. And that one is a flow from spirit. It's not external. It's not something you are taking in, but it's something you're bringing from in out. So, a true coach actually brings from in out. But the coach knows things deeply.
Okay.
Yes. And the very same things he's going to release, he himself is experiencing or has experienced those things.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I understand you, do you need a coach in these two areas of your life? The one beyond the senses and the one just with our physical senses?
Yeah, both are needed, but We already get the external one through by our own selves, because your sight will give you the information, your ears will give you the information. So we are already getting the external one, and we are guided by parents. We are guided by siblings who are older. We are guided by other friends and so on, because some of the things they too have used their senses to experience, to perceive. They talk about it, you discuss. So you get all this information and you store them within the subconscious. You see, they are stored in another part of the mind, and that mind is not directly involved with the physical things. The part of the mind that is directly involved with the physical, with these perceptions, we call it objective mind. It deals with objects, you see, and the other part of the mind is not involved externally. See, so.
And what is the name of that mind?
Yeah, that is.
You said the external is the objective mind.
And the other is the subconscious.
The subconscious.
The subconscious mind. The word sub means it is functioning underneath the objective. Okay. The objective is externalized, but that one is internal. So it is there like it is not there. You know, that is the sub, you see. So in this way, we know the external one, and we have teachers. If I say teachers externally, your mom, your dad, and others around you, what they have been perceiving, they talk about, and sometimes you imagine them because as they say it, something they saw, then they describe it and you try to pick it. Something they heard, they talk about it and you try to imagine it and you pick it. So there are things the child is growing and it picks. So these parents, the grown-ups are coaches in that sense. But that is not that is one aspect of coaching. And that is more worldly, you see. Then we have the internal side of things, and we don't get coaches for that easily. You see, it is easy to get coaches for the external side of things. You see, something you have seen, somebody has seen another side of it, and he describes it, and you get it and you pick it. But all those things are coming from outside. Okay. But the internal is connected more with the higher mind, and the higher mind is connected with the spirit. So the subconscious, deeply as you go in, you are getting closer and closer to spirit. So a person who can tap from the spirit, direct, and release it, that is a kind of coach we don't normally get. It is not so easy. The external one is available all the time. Right from babyhood, you're getting up and mom is coaching you, dad is coaching you, siblings and others, and then you go to school and the coaching continues. Yes, but that is all external, you see. So these external teachers, they play their role, but we never become complete if we don't have coaching from the inside, you see. Coaching from the inside penetrates you to your own inside. You see, if things are reaching you from a person's external perceptions, it only enters your own perceptions also. Okay. You see, so things move from certain level to the same level. But if it comes from deep, So if the person coaching is tapping from deep, deep, deep to close to spirit, then it enters the person and goes deep, deep, deep to the person's area close to spirit as well. If it comes from spirit, it goes to spirit. If it comes from mind, it goes to mind. You see, so everything is according to frequencies, and they connect based on that. So we have these two kinds of coaching.
Right, you are live on Jan Cosmic Foundation, and in case you've just tuned in, you are discussing coaching. And as you heard from Dr. Baffour Jan, he's saying we have two types, the internal and the external. And the internal one is more hardly to find. And I believe for the external ones, somebody would like to say, I'm going for, let's say, a health coach, an educational coach, a life coach, and so on. But very difficult to find a spiritual coach, as you rightly said. So I want us to focus on that. How do you find a spiritual coach, someone who is experienced, who can share the experience with you?
Good. Yes. When you are sincerely looking for someone who is a spiritual coach, see, the same law, the law that things from you, the level where it is coming connects the same level. So you, the seeker, you, the one looking for such a coach, you have to really go beyond the external situation into yourself. And that is where the sincerity, the determination is very deep within your own self, that you are seeking from deep. Then it will connect someone who is deep.
Okay.
You see? If your seeking is just on the surface, you connect someone on the surface. You see? So these things are dependent, it depends on the seeker himself or herself. See, what you meet, what you come across is based on the yearning from deep. Sometimes when we pass through certain situations in life, it causes us to really change our yearning for the external. We are seeing it as what we call chewing the chewed. The things you are experiencing externally is the same thing over and over, the same thing over and over. Deep within there is a feeling that something is missing, a missing link. See, because ultimately what we are looking for is not external. We are looking for happiness. We are looking for peace and all these things. They are not external. Okay. So with all the coaching external, parents are teaching us, teachers in school, different, our older siblings and friends, and they will teach you. But still, that doesn't bring out that thing within you. So for that matter, if you, at a point in life, you see, some people will always reach that point one time or another. You see, like I always say, fruits on a tree, not all of them ripen the same day.
Yeah.
Whilst some is ripening, another will be just beginning to ripen. Another is just mature but not ready to ripen yet. Then another is totally fresh, raw, not even mature yet.
Matured enough. Yeah.
You see, so the humans are like that. But the one who has reached where he's been through with all the externals, and still within there is a missing link. And at a point he begins to realize that no, Why this? Why that? He wants to go beyond it. See, in this way, he becomes a seeker. He or she becomes a sincere seeker. And sincere seekers always find. You see, knock and it will be opened unto you. Seek and you will find. So these things are true statements. If a person is really honest about his or her seeking, he always finds. He or she finds. But we have always been saying when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And that is very true. How do you become ready? When you are very sincere, very deeply involved with your seeking, deeply determined, just beyond the externals. In other words, the percentage of desire that we have for external things, if we can desire for the internal thing and the percentage is higher than anything external, that is where you are giving the teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to be sincere.
Really.
You have to also resonate with the person.
Yes.
Because I remember some years ago, someone sent your video to me. I think Poverty and Riches. And immediately I watched that video. I started looking for other videos to watch from your channel, but I couldn't find it. And I saw one of your things on Facebook, I Am. Watched one video over there. I was looking for Dr. Jan all over the place, and I was trying to look for your number here and there until later on I saw your number on one of the TV stations, Kofi TV, and I called you. In fact, I was seeking.
Yeah.
I was looking for somebody like you. But for those who are not closer to set people, let's say I am here and the person I resonate with is maybe in Europe. Do you necessarily have to see your coach vis-a-vis? Because some people say you can read their books, you can listen to their audio books, watch their videos, podcast, and so on. Is it necessary to see your coach face to face?
Not necessarily. Sometimes, even one may be near to the coach and internally is not clicking very well.
Okay.
Internally, not really sincere enough. You see, because that thing is fluctuates. Sometimes a person is yearning inside so much and the principle, the law connects the person. But then the objective mind will always bring in certain things to cross, to interrupt the whole
That's
thing.
the external mind.
The external mind.
Okay.
Because it comes in to let you think, reason, I thought the person must look like this and that, and maybe like this or that. So objective mind will always justify some things for you to slow down, you see. And when it is like that, you may miss the essence. Sometimes the objective mind can even think ahead of time that when you meet a coach, because of indoctrination, when you meet a coach, your riches have come.
And that is what most of us are looking for.
Yes. You are looking for work, you gotten work. You know, so the objective mind already has certain things it's thinking about the internal coach, the coach who is spiritually involved. So when you meet, why did you meet him? Because you had a sincere yearning and that connected you. Now that you are connected, just simply let things flow from there, and it will be uplifting you. Don't dictate, don't allow the objective mind inside it at all.
Okay.
You see, these guidelines, when one doesn't follow, you can even be near the coach
and you
will not
see.
be benefiting much.
Okay.
Somebody can be far away and maybe much more in resonance. You may connect, you will get the connection and maintain it. And that is why I use the words determination and humility. Okay. Humility means the objective mind should be kept out of it. It is the objective mind which brings about all these things that you have to expect this, you have to expect that. See, remember, when the internal coach takes you where he or she stands, definitely all other things will flow. Because it is a point where so much magnetism will be coming from you. You'll be radiating wonderful energy of peace, love, and joy. And once you have these things, there is nothing wealthier, there is nothing richer than that. You see, you have contentment, and you have peace, and you have love, and you have joy within yourself. These are lofty things which are missing on the external. You see, so the coach will lead you to those things. But if you allow the objective mind to come in too much, the principle of seek first and the rest will be added onto you. The objective mind will not let you reach your goal. The objective mind will come in the way and tell you, externalize you again, and pick you out of rhythm, out of the state of sincerity, honesty, and humility. So it is a matter of resonance, and it can be far away. Distance is nothing on the spiritual plane. In spirituality, as a spirit, you function beyond time and space. Okay. You see, spirit functions beyond mind. In fact, space and time are concepts of the mind. Okay. So when mind comes into action, then we see space, we see time, and so on. But spirit is beyond mind, and for that matter, spirit transcends anything within space. So if somebody is somewhere and resonates on the spiritual level, it cancels out space. Spirit is beyond space. And if somebody is near and is functioning, moving away from that sincere seeking and allowing the objective mind to settle in, that person is putting a space, is putting something between, is pulling below the mark, and in the long run will not benefit from the coaching aspect.
So, do you remember your first coach?
My first coach?
Or?
Mom, dad?
No, but your first internal coach. That is what I'm implying.
Yeah. When we come to internal coach, a few exceptions are there reaching that state.
Okay.
Yeah, a few, very, very few exceptions. That this principle of reincarnation, one may come and is already functioning on internal side more. Okay. You see, and for that matter, it's only that internally, because it's already coming from childhood with that thing, then he immediately resonates with those who are also masters. He sees them and yes, yes, yes. The inside tells you yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So you see who are functioning on the same resonance with you. But it's not like you approach them for help. It's rare, but a few people are on that level. Yeah.
I'm asking that because some people, as I was saying, some people prefer maybe reading of books and other things.
Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know if masters or teachers are more preferable than reading of books.
Good. Yes. If you have an encounter with a master, I mean a real coach, a coach of internal, I'm talking about, a spiritual coach. If you have a personal connection or interaction, what goes on in that period, it will take a connection to his plenty books for a longer time to get the same.
Okay.
See, what you get in a short time in direct interaction, yeah, it has deeper impact on your spirit. The books and other things will also have impact, but a little period of interaction with the life coach, what impact you have on your spirit. It will take a lot of readings and connection with things he has made or produced. You go through it for longer to get what you get when you have direct contact with him.
Okay.
Yes, so it's much preferable. But there are cases where one may not be in a situation to get that close. But if I say close, it's not distant aspect. You can be close to a person as far as spiritual is concerned, as I explained. It cancels out space and you resonate. For example, if you listen to the teacher, the coach, life coach, and the impact from the words is deep, that will really churn within you over and over, over and over. It's just like digestion. You see, it's like you have taken in food and it is digesting. You see, the same way you take from the life coach, spiritual coach, and you don't remain the same. It keeps, when even you have
changes.
Yes, even when you have left that topic and you are doing your day-to-day activities, you don't remain the same. Something is going on inside you, you see. So this is the situation. It's just the same way when you put the food in and it enters your stomach, then you go about your activities and that one keeps going on without your attention anymore. You see, so the same way you take the knowledge from the teacher and it really enters deeper, then you don't remain the same. You are digesting it whilst even you are involved with your day-to-day activities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't ever remain the same if you have a teacher, if you have a coach, if you have somebody mentoring you. You are live on Jan Cosmic Foundation. We are discussing coaching with Dr. Baffour Jan, and he's the founder and leader of Jan Cosmic Foundation. And please, I would advise that you subscribe to this channel so that every week you get the notification and watch some of our videos. Doctor, I know this might be personal, but you are now a coach You are a teacher, you are a mentor, you are everything. You are a life coach. And I want to find out what inspired you to pursue this coaching? What actually motivated you in doing this?
Yes. Actually, in during my early days in school, yeah, the yearning was already there.
Okay, you had a seeking spirit.
Seeking spirit,
Okay.
very seriously. And it was like this. Even in elementary school, I wasn't mixing out too much with the external situations that people of my age were involved. All the time you come, I'm indoors.
Okay.
And I got friends, but it wasn't like I was going to them, they were coming to me. And whenever they come and they ask my mom, then my mom would tell them, you are looking for the malam. It's inside there, you know.
Malam Jan.
Why is saying like that? You know, well, it's like I'm always indoors. I'm always well, she attributed being a malam to someone who keeps indoors, maybe for there and sitting and people consult or something. I was a child, but that was what my mom would tell my friends, and then they would come. So I was more into studies, though, and it will amaze you, though, if you hear some things, how I was doing some things. Sometimes I'll be going to the farm, and inside a basket that I'll be taking to the farm, I'll have a book inside.
You carry your books to the farm.
A book. I'll pick one book. It's on my heart, you know. I just put in the, you know, and
wow.
so
So you
sometimes
were really serious with your
yeah,
books and you know the seeking aspect of your life.
But sometimes the whole time in the farm, I wouldn't be able to get a chance to open it.
Yes.
But the next day, I'll put again.
You still take it to the
farm. I'm always looking for a chance, you know. And whenever I attempted to open it or read it, maybe break time to eat. After eating and we are relaxing a bit, I want to read it. Sometimes the parents will see you and they shout at you,
anytime you are learning,
okay.
Would you put the book somewhere?
Somewhere, you know. But I went on like that. Now, in secondary school, it became even more serious. And I had already connected with certain spiritual organizations and personalities, lodges. You know, it's like I was in the Universal Divine Lodge.
At secondary school?
Yes.
Wow.
I was in Divine Ontological Society in Canada. I was in the Rosicrucian Amok. I did that to degree like 11 or 12 or something. But do you know how I was doing it? Whenever I'm giving money for soap, for these little things, student you need, I gather them, I send.
Wow. You were really seeking.
Yes.
Really seeking.
I gather them and I send. And You know, apart from the dining hall, you are given something, maybe for some gari and other things, all those things, oh, I gather them when I sent. And they bring me my teachings, and those things were like my food.
Oh, that's good.
I enjoy
That's
them.
good. That's good.
And you see the law of resonance. Then I got I was shifted to the master's quarters. It's just attraction. I got some American friends, and one was black American, and he was in such what to say. He liked me so much, so we were together all the time. I stayed there. Actually, from there I go to school. I go to the campus, to classes and everything. After classes, I come to him. So I was staying in the master's quarters with him. Could you believe the law of attraction? He was also practicing yoga. So we together, he was surprised that he thought these things are not for these students, they are not interested. But he saw that that was something I even knew about. He was surprised. So we were doing together. And I got connected with one yogi in Britain. He was called Bhagawan Swaham. And he was sending me teachings, and Amok was sending me teachings, and different places all over. Now, you know something? The library became right from the master's quarters. When I come to the classes, any period off, I'm in the library. So the school librarian made me his assistant.
By force, assistant librarian.
Yes, so I became librarian assistant.
No wonder, because you were sending your books to the farm, so this is no news.
And he could leave the library when I'm there. Where I take care of everything, those who come in to pick books. And in the library, my concern was not just the academic books. My concern was encyclopedia.
Okay.
Encyclopedia, I pick a topic, and I want to exhaust that topic. I want to know from the encyclopedia everything about that topic. And most of the topics were not academic ones. I can pick a topic like hypnotism.
Okay.
I can pick a topic like mysticism. I can pick a topic like comparative religion. You see, so I was absorbed so much, and side by side I was doing my academic work also.
Wow, wow,
See,
wow, wow,
so always absorbed.
wow, wow, wow,
See,
wow, wow, wow.
But then, one thing I want you to understand is, if I want to tell everything, it's long.
Yes, yes.
But I'm coming to a point where the life coaching comes in. All these things at a point, I came to understanding that they don't matter.
Okay. All the studies, all the books.
Studies, books, blah, 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 they don't matter. But to realize the thing, somebody realized it and wrote. So me cramping my mind with it is not a point. I have to also live it and come to the same level.
So you mean spirit have to reveal himself in you?
I have to realize my spirit.
The spirit.
Because I'm spiritual. I'm a spirit. But when I say I, I'm thinking is this body, I with this name, I from here and there, I this color, tall or short, this age. Those things I realize, no, that is not me. The real me. So the books are crammed in mind, and mind is not me. You are getting
I
it?
understand.
Yes.
You are spirit.
So all the knowledge, I was piling up so much knowledge, but I came to a point of realization that that doesn't matter, because mind must be bypassed, and all the knowledge is for the mind.
Okay.
See, spirit knows everything, so it's not seeking knowledge. Mind doesn't know everything, so mind is seeking knowledge. So I want to bypass mind. So put all the knowledge away. I place everything away. And that is where I started to have the realization of the truth. Wow. And I came up to that point, beyond mind.
Wow,
Yes.
wow. Doctor, we are very excited. You've shared some of your life experiences with us. We will have time to look at your full life experience so that you share a lot with us.
Yeah.
But in case you just join us, we are here at Jan Cosmic Foundation Studios. We are discussing coaching, teaching, mentoring with Dr. Baffour Jan. Doctor, at what point will I say I don't need a coach any longer?
Yes. The real coach is actually helping you to know your own self. And when the knowing of the self becomes a reality beyond mind and body, then you don't need an external coach. Yeah. Okay. That is why when you were asking who I got mentored to by who mentored, and I was telling you there are exceptional cases. You see, because I got to the point where I dropped all, whatever external situation, I dropped it. The knowledge here, knowledge there. So I dropped everything. And the realization from inside started. So when a spiritual teacher is reaching your own spirit and awakening you from inside, then when you pick it seriously, honestly, deeply, then by and by you also bypass body and mind. And once you do that, then you don't need the external coach anymore.
How about internal coach?
The internal coach becomes your spirit.
Okay.
The spirit knows everything.
Okay.
So the things flow from your spirit, and therefore you don't need external coach.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, tell us a little bit about Jan Cosmic Foundation and how you are helping seekers.
Yeah. Yes, beloved brothers and sisters, the Jan Cosmic Foundation, the mystery is that when I dropped everything and the spirituality, the spiritual aspect was coming up, then it dawned upon me that, oh, this is exactly what all the others are missing. And deep inside them, they are looking for it. So I started having compassion, a feeling for the other people.
Okay.
And whenever people came near me, I started releasing from the spiritual point. And I came to realize that it's not everybody who is on the point yet. So I had to be more reserved and watch out for those who are ready.
Okay.
Yes. Just as the Christ was saying, don't cast your pearls among the swine. Yeah. You see, out of compassion, we want everybody. But you realize those who are not yet ready to go beyond mind and body, they are still in full grips of body and mind, and they don't want to realize the spirit. They are not ready to realize the spirit. It becomes almost like time wasting with them. So I had to be on the lookout for those who who are resonating, who are coming to that point of realization deep within themselves, who are yearning. And anytime I met somebody yearning, I'll spend all time with the person to encourage. It is just like when a mom is waiting to see the day the baby will show signs of walking. Once the baby begins to stand up, the mom's attention goes there seriously, and try to see how to encourage the child to stand and walk.
Very well. Okay.
Because time is up for that child to walk, you see. So the same way, when I see that somebody is very honest from within and is ready to go beyond body, mind, and experience the person's own identity, which is eternal. Mind, body are not eternal. They are like clouds moving, and we identify with it to the extent that we get confused. But when you realize your true identity, you are no more confused.
Okay.
And not only that, you are not confused, you have things under control also. And you see everything as it is, you see. So I always wanted to encourage people. They want to start walking in that sense. They want to start realizing then their true identities. And then I have to work out an arrangement to encourage them. And that is why I started this
Jan Cosmic Foundation.
Jan Cosmic Foundation.
So what do you do at Jan Cosmic Foundation? Are you a cult? Are you a religious body? What do you basically do?
Those words all don't apply. What you just mentioned, they all don't apply. What
They are not
applies?
a secret society.
No. Nothing secret. Okay. The only thing is when one is, like the example I gave, if a baby hasn't reached where it can walk, you can't force it on the baby.
Okay.
So, in a sense, the knowledge appears to be secret from the one who is not ready. But one who is ready is open. There's no secret.
So how do I join if I'm ready?
Yes. We present things, it could have been very just on the silver platter, but it also has to pick the person's yearning, and the yearning will let the person seek. Therefore, it has to be in a way that we see the person is a seeker. Okay. So I have this private lessons.
Okay.
And the private lessons, if you are not really yearning, you won't bother about that. But as long as you connect to it, the laws that connect you to it indicate that a certain measure of yearning is in you. So the private lessons, those who register, I give them the coaching, and most of them, they always pass through changes. Like I said, the coaching, the teachings enter and they impact, and the person digests it, and it doesn't remain the same. When you are digesting something, then your body is growing.
Right.
So the same way when you are digesting the essence, then you don't remain the same, but your spirituality will be coming forward bit by bit. You see?
So I can also come and learn and
Sure.
coach other
Certainly,
people.
yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone can learn like this.
Doctor, we wouldn't like to waste your time. So your final words, and if you have any techniques for us.
Yes. The final thing I will tell people, brothers and sisters, is that there is difference between preaching and teaching. Preaching, you are only repeating what somebody said. But I want to bring you to the point where the flow is coming from inside, not outside. So that even though initially you may be taking what I have said, but it's leading you to your own inside. So that it's like a key to open your own inside so that your own reality will show itself. And from there, the dependence on me will reduce, because now the goal has been achieved, your reality is coming forward. So the purpose is self-realization, realizing your own self. So I lead you to your own inside. And that is something rare, because people look for the coaching and it is all external situation, and it keeps them, they become dependent, because all the time you want to hear more, know more, and so on and so forth, but you don't change. But this one, there is a change from inside you, and that is something that people don't get so much. Okay. And remember this also, relying on things external, they actually keep you in bondage longer. Okay. So sometimes when people talk of spiritual, they are thinking of, oh, the incense, the ring, the this, the that, those external things. And it keeps you in bondage longer. If I say you in bondage, the definition of you as spirit will not be known as long as you depend on external things.
Yes. Okay.
You see, you bypass the truth and you depend on externals. But all the power is within you. Most of the time, the external thing you are depending on, somebody might have put the power inside it. You see, so that person is developed. Why don't the person help you to develop, but to depend on something he has empowered? Are you getting me?
Yeah, we understand. So you have to develop yourself other than depending on other people.
Yes, the power is inside you. So the knowledge that will help you to awaken from inside is higher.
That's the most important
than depending on forces, things are around. I may put energy in something and give to you, but every day that thing will work up to some point, and then another situation you come, I do and give you. And for you, where I have reached and I put the power in, you cannot put the power in. So you remain always dependent on me. But if I give you the guidance by which awakening your own power within yourself, that is higher.
So that because you can do your own things.
I mean, that is rare, but it is the reality.
Wow.
So let us put aside all these other things we have been depending on, pendants and this and that, externals. Lo and behold, it's like, I've always said it, it's like a walking stick for the sick man. And if you give him the walking stick and he's using it all the time, he remains a sick man. But if you heal him or her, walking stick is not necessary. So when you are taking the person through healing process, walking stick aside. So all these things we depend on is indicating that something is not going on well with us. But can't we solve that thing from inside without depending on externals? See, you know, sometimes some of the religious groups, they have beliefs that you don't have to take medicine. You see, they are in the right direction, but the problem is, if you don't have guidance to awaken, to bring your spirituality forward, then you continue to depend on externals. You depend on medicine. You are not on the level where your spirit is dominant in this field. If it is dominant, you don't need medicine. But if you are not helping the person to reach that state where he doesn't need medicine, he will continue to need medicine. You see, that is the point. So spirituality, if it is not, seen as the essence, the most important thing in our lives, then we will be dependent all the time on externals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you also for your time. Thank you for watching this video. Please pick our numbers down in the description box. Also subscribe to our channel if this is your first time. Don't forget to comment, like and share this video with everyone you know. See you in another video.